Hey everybody, welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here with my bestie Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie Jessica.
So, Happy New Year to
Happy
those who are watching this. What are you drinking?
Happy New Year.
No, this is just sparkling cider, but it's in our Diana cup from when we were in Vegas 2 years ago.
Oh, you use your Diana cup?
Oh yeah, my kids drink out of it all the time.
Oh, mine is.
On the shelf, put away.
I thought it was right over there. Oh my gosh.
It doesn't go in the dishwasher, but Yeah. So it's, if you guys are watching this,
Where did it go?
I don't know, but that is a crisis for later. Let's talk about the books and then we'll find Diana Cup. Make yourself a note. Okay.
This was another Christmas present. Talk to me, Goose.
Talk to
I
me,
thought it
Goose.
was funny because of Mr. Goose.
Yes, I think it's cute.
I know it's from Top Gun, but
right. What's up? Okay. Well, this is our December wrap up, and if you guys are watching this on New Year's Day, Happy New Year. We hope you had a safe and fun New Year's Eve. You probably just curled up with a book like the rest of us, but I will be in bed before midnight because you and I are meeting up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so this is where we go over all the books, not all our books, our top 5 books each in order from 5 to 1 from the month of December. So,
yes.
All right. So let's talk December stats.
Okay. I don't know what happened. This month was wild for me. I read a shit ton.
I know you did.
And I promise that my stats are accurate, but I even see this and I think, how did I even do this?
Tell me.
I read 65 books this month.
Okay, that makes sense because I read 54 and I know you read more than me. So that your numbers have to be correct. So that makes sense.
Wild.
It's insane.
Wild to me.
It's insane. Yeah, it's very crazy. So out of that, do you know how many 5 stars you had?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, I had 8.
I'm getting better at tighten the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I'm just not reading 5-star books.
I don't know. Finding really good books it's hard. It's why we do what we do, but it is hard. So
yes.
Okay. So are you ready for me to talk about book number 5 on my list?
I am.
Okay. Okay. I heard an intake of breath and I'm like, is she gonna say something?
Well, I was, but then I realized it was a stupid comment that I already knew the answer to.
Okie dokie. All right. Okay, well, let me talk about book number 5. So this is Property of Stone by Jane St. James. This is a part of her Kings of Anarchy, Pennsylvania series. I think it's the first book in that series that's out there now. So this is Taryn and Stone's book. Taryn is a single mom. She's got a little boy. And one day Stone is in a mall parking lot. He's a part of the MC. He's kind of casing some cars that they will steal and break down for the parts so that they can make money as an MC because, they're 1%ers. They are not a good MC. And he sees this woman pull in with her little boy. And that is Taryn. And next to her pulls up another guy. And he can tell it's probably a custody exchange. And so he's watching this because it's very confrontational from the get-go. The next thing he knows is the guy is just wailing on this woman and just beating her up. And so he goes over and gives him a taste of his own medicine. Taryn is knocked out cold. She's taken to the hospital. He's arrested. The ex-husband is arrested. And then we fast forward 1.5 years later. Stone has actually spent the whole last 1.5 years in prison for the assault. And Taryn didn't know until after she woke up in the hospital that he was arrested and taken to prison. Like, she just had no clue. So she goes to say thank you to him. And when she gets to the compound, to the MC compound, she finds out what these guys are, that they're part of a motorcycle club. She also finds out that he is a single dad and he has a daughter who he is raising and he needs some help raising her because he's letting the sweet butts do it at this point. And so he basically says, you know what, I'm going to protect you, Taryn, because her ex is about to get out of prison, but you're going to come and you are going to be my house mouse and you are going to help take care of my daughter. And I loved their books. I love the story. It was great. It was a great audio. I really just, I love the nut nuggets.
Is House Mouse a name they use in the book, or is that a name you gave her?
The name they use in the book. And I've heard that in other MCs. It's the woman that they live with. It's not necessarily their old lady. It's not quite an old lady, but it is someone that they live with that takes care of their home and takes care of them. She's a house mouse. And then you have your sweet butts and all that other that are below that. It's quite the hierarchy there. So
like if you meet somebody and they live together but they're not married, you're like, oh, so you're a house mouse.
yes. Oh, I'm gonna have to use that.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Oh, darn. Okay. Well, tell us what your book number 5 is.
Okay, my number 5 book for the month is Savage Hearts by J.T. Geisinger. This is Riley's story. So Riley is invited by her sister Sloane. They've been kind of estranged, and her sister Sloane's getting married. We see Sloane in the previous book, and she invites Riley to come for the weekend, to come to the wedding and everything. And so they send the I can't, my hair's driving me nuts. I'm sorry. I keep trying to tuck it and then I can see all the grays. So then I put it back and then
oh gosh, I know. I need to get my hair done so bad. My appointment's next week. And oh my God, the gray. I put my glasses on and I see gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so Sloane and her man send the private jet for Riley. Riley goes there. While she's staying there, she notices somebody is kind of following her. He shows up in her room. And in the fashion of how Jessica would probably react to like a stalker in her bedroom, Riley is not concerned. Riley is semi down for it. But she also has a bodyguard that's put on her during this time, and that's Spider. So Spider's with her a lot. We see both points of view, which stressed me out a little tiny bit. But just remember Jessica's theory: unhinged, go with the most unhinged. So obviously Mal is going to be our hero in this story. But Mal he's a very feared sniper, and he is out for revenge because Sloane is her fiance's Mafia is responsible for his brother's death. And so him and Sloane's, what is his name? I just read that book. What was his name?
Spider?
No, Spider's the bodyguard. Declan. Declan is Sloane's fiance. So Declan and Mal are like mortal enemies. I'm trying to switch myself over and I don't understand. See that. There we go. Well, it kept popping up removed from stage instead of.
I know that's what happens sometimes when I go to switch from me to you.
Yeah, normally
I don't want to move you.
And I'm done, but this time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, book number 4 for me also has an unhinged MC, but this guy is really like we know the whole time he's the MC. So this is Your Knife, My Heart by K.M. Moranova. No, I have not read the second book yet. I'm still working on it for those who want to know. But this is about Emery and Cameron. So this is a duet. There is amazing audio for it. But Emery is in trouble. She's her family's mafia, and she has been the assassin for her father. And she has just killed a whole bunch of people, and she got on the government's radar. And so the government brought her in, and basically they told her, you no longer exist. Your family believes you're dead. We're sending you to be a part of this elite force, and we're going to have you go through this training. And so she is sent to Bellingham, Washington, and then from there they go into Alaska. Well, then you also have Cameron. So he really is our psychopath. He is a part of this elite force, which is called Dark Forces. And every time they send him out into the field, he kind of gets like this fog when he's hurting, killing people. And he ends up killing his partner every single time. Like he doesn't even realize, like he tries not to, but then he comes home with like their limbs, and then the government gets all upset. So they're not really happy with him. And so they put him back in training, and they assign Emery as his partner. And so she's going into this knowing that she's probably not going to survive, and that that Cameron kills all of his partners, so her time is pretty much numbered. Her days are numbered at this point. So this, when they go for this training is basically, it's something like, it's like the Hunger Games. Like they have to kill each other and they have to do all these horrible things. And I've heard these books be described as like Divergent mixed with Hunger Games, with a love story, and that is exactly what they are. And they're so different and they're so good. I am anxious to read book number 2. I just haven't yet. I started it the other day and I wasn't in the mood. I did. It's just sad. I couldn't concentrate because I think Gideon Frost, I can't remember who the male narrator is for this. The way he does the voice for Cameron is great, but he has an English accent. And then on top of that, it's a very raspy sounding voice. And so I think when I started, it was in the car and I couldn't, with the road noise, it's hard to understand. And so I was like, nope, later. I have to listen to this later when I can actually concentrate and read along with the book. So the audio was great, but it's just that there was a lot of outside influences, so I couldn't read the second one yet. But I will. Maybe this week. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this is a good time to suggest that people hit that subscribe button if they haven't yet. We'd love to keep you around here. We have lots of fun stuff planned for 2026, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around. Also, we would love to hear from you what your top read of December was, so
yes,
comment that below.
Yes.
Okay, number 3 for me is on your list.
No, number 4 for you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because I had to redo my list based on a book that I just read, so that's why I got confused.
Okay.
Somebody got bumped down out of the number 3 spot.
I
There was
see
some
how that
bumping
goes.
on my list based on
Yeah.
a book I read today.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 4 is Born for Marble by Nikki Harris. I know this is going to be on your list too, but I think we determined I would talk about it.
Yes.
And you're going to talk about the other book that's on both of our lists.
Yes.
Yes, we have 2 books that we both have on our list, which is kind of fun.
Which means they need to be reading them.
Yes,
they're both in our top 5s. Yeah.
So many of you have probably read Born for Marble, or at least have heard us talk about it because this was our book club read for December. And so if you want to go watch that, you can. It will have spoilers though. So this will be my rather quick reminder of what this book is, and it's spoiler free. I would say that while I think you can read this as a standalone, you're gonna get so much more out of this series if you start with the first one, Born for Silk, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was Born for Silk or Born for Lace, but Born for Silk is the first book. It's sitting right behind me too. I'm still not feeling well. That's why my voice sounds a little weird too. Anyway, so we have, in this one, we have Tuscany. She's the sister to Rome, who is in Born for Silk. If I would have just kept looking at my notes, I would have gotten this figured out faster. And Kong is her guardian, or what we would consider like a bodyguard. And horrible, like, because she is going to be the queen, they poke and prod and do surgeries and just horrible things to her, basically to make her of marble. And that is her destiny. And it's pretty horrific stuff that she goes through. And Kong is also pretty loyal to her brother as well, who is the king. And now that she is older, she's the queen. She wants to go out and see her people. So Kong agrees to go with her so she can see her people. And they have feelings for each other, but it would be huge betrayal for them to act on it because she is supposed to be completely untouched as the queen. She is just marble. And he is supposed to protect her at all costs. So, loved it.
Loved it. Yes. It was really good. It was so good, in fact, that it is book number 3 on my list. So we can just move on from that. Now, your book number 3, I heard you start to say it.
I did?
What is your book number 3?
My book number 3, I started to say, was Born for Marble.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it was something else. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but book number 3 for me is Silent Flame by Kate C. Wells, which you are going to have on your list later. So now we'll just be back to you.
We'll just be back to me. You're just going to this is going to be a really quick one. Okay.
Yes.
Well, book number 2 for me is another one that I also read this week, just like Kate Sewell's book that we'll talk about in a minute. And that is The Way Back to Us by Samantha Christie. Oh my God, guys, like my heart with this book. Whew. I don't get emotional in books. And in my Kindle, I had notes. I was like, oh my God, Samantha. Like I was writing that at the end of certain chapters. But I'm not going to give anything away. I'm just going to give you guys the facts here and let you do your thing. So this is about Ava and Trevor. They have been together since they were 13 years old. They are now at that 35-year-old-ish age. Trevor is a heart surgeon, or he wants to go and he has a fellowship that he's coming home from the military to do. So in order to pay for medical school, he signed up to go into the military. And so he has been serving overseas for the last several years. It just comes home every once in a while. And then Ava is running his family's coffee shop in the little town that they live in, which is the same town that a lot of Samantha's characters live in. And so we do hear about crotchety old grandpa that we've heard in other books, Mandy. He is in this one too. Anyhow, so she's home. There are 24 days left before he comes home from the military. And the 2 military personnel walk in to tell her that he has died. He's not coming home. He's died. She loses it. Obviously, she has to bury her husband. In the meantime, we see Trevor overseas waking up in a hospital. And because his face is disfigured from a roadside bomb situation, they mistake him for another guy that was in the unit. And about 2 weeks later, they finally figure out that he is not that guy because, see, he's got amnesia. He don't know who he is. So they figure out that he is not that guy. He is Trevor. And so then they send the same 2 military personnel to go let Ava know that her husband is okay. In the meantime, we find out that Ava is pregnant. She took out a loan against the family's coffee shop to use the last of their embryos for IVF, and the last one took. And she did not talk to Trevor about it before she did it, so she knows he's probably going to be upset, but he'll be happy when he finds out that it took. But what happens now? He doesn't know who she is. He doesn't remember anything of their life. He doesn't know his parents. He remembers absolutely nothing, and he definitely doesn't remember wanting this baby at all. So
and that is a wrap on this
Mandy's
December
got a
wrap
book
up.
to read.
So let's all go read. Bye.
It was so angsty, and it was just, oh God, it was so good. So good. And it sets up the next book, which makes me excited. I've wanted the next one for a while. Okay. What is book number 2 for you?
We're done. We're all going to read.
You have other books you have to finish today. You can read it tomorrow. No, you can't. You're driving to north of Seattle with me.
That is true.
You can read it in the hotel room while we're filming.
Read it to me.
There you go. Yeah, there's no audio yet, but she will get audio probably in the next couple of months. She's pretty good about getting it out quickly. So, okay.
So next I have Savage Obsession by Kate Oliver.
Oops.
This is book number 2 in her Savage Sense. I am loving this series so much. So this is Xander in Quinn's story. So Xander is on just a massive path of self-destruction, and we find out many reasons what has led him to this. But in the first book, their dad has recently been killed, like gunned down. They're in the Mafia. His dad has been gunned down, and that just kind of sends him spiraling. And he's doing a lot of stuff, like he's driving drunk and just really horrible stuff that he shouldn't be doing in this massive self-destructive pattern that he's in. Meanwhile, we have Quinn, who lives in the same apartment building as him. He's up in a penthouse, and then she's in one of the regular apartments. And she is working 3 jobs at different, they own a bunch of casinos, and so she like bartends at like these different bars in the casinos that they happen to own, but they don't know that they know each other, or that she doesn't know who he is, I should say. So Quinn is working these 3 jobs. Her mom is in a facility, and she is constantly behind, and the guy that works there is like shaking her down for more and more money, and she cannot get ahead. So she is just working. And he ends up with some mail of hers. And so he begrudgingly like takes it down to her. And when he sees her, something just kind of changes for him and he's very intrigued by her. He thinks she's very pretty. He likes her. She's living in this apartment with like no furniture. And so he kind of starts to low key stalk her a little bit while he figures out more information about her. I loved it. I don't want to go into too much more detail, but let's just say he's on a path of self destruction and she is doing everything she can to not be caught up in somebody else's self destruction again.
Okay.
Loved it. Obviously.
Obs. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about book number 1 for me, which was book number 3 for Mandy. And I think we're both excited to talk about this one because it was so good.
Oh, it was very good.
It was very, very good. I mean, even Mandy, we were supposed to record about half an hour earlier, and she's like, no, I gotta finish this book. So
well, I can't tell you where I was at, but when
no.
I texted you and said I needed like another hour, I was at a very critical part. And I'm like, I can't stop. I just have to finish.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So this is Silent Flames by Kate C. Wells. It just came out this past, I believe, Sunday, because that's the day it landed on my Kindle. I'd had it pre-ordered for a while and I'd forgotten that I had it pre-ordered and what it was about until it landed on my Kindle on Sunday. And then I didn't want to like celebrate my son's birthday because all I want to do is read this book. So if that tells you anything, like you cannot put it down when you start it. So this is the 4th book in a series. It's the 4th book in the Dark and Silent Night series. The other 3 books are by different authors. They do not have good ratings on them. I don't really think I'm going to read them, but this one you can just go into blind and love it. So this is about Cora and Adrian. So they've been married for 5 years. She is a foster child. She grew up with nothing. And when she was 21, she was working in a daycare when this man met her on the street, and that was Adrian. He is a millionaire, billionaire. Like the guy has money coming out his ears. And they hit it off. She believes it's love. She's known that he's never said he loves her, but that's okay. He's just not that kind of a guy to say that he loves her. And she is just enamored with her husband. They're both keeping things from each other. We find out that they're not the most, I don't know, they're not the most open people with each other, but that's okay. They have 2 little ones that they've had within the last 5 years. The little girl is 4 and they have like a baby that's under 6 months. And they, according to her, Cora, they're living the best life. In the very first scene, she decides to go surprise her husband who had to stay in the city for work. And when the doors open to the penthouse, she sees his chief financial officer or whatever she was doing things that she shouldn't have been doing. She was riding him. She was having a ball riding him. And his response to her is, well, you should have, you knew about this kind of thing in the prenup. Like he brings up the prenup. She was 21 at the time. She never did read the prenup. And so he's like, this is an arrangement. That is all this marriage is. Like basically you are supposed to be the trophy wife who gives me heirs and takes care of my kids. And he's very, very cold to her. And come to find out, she didn't read the prenup. She was very young. She didn't know what she was doing. And she finds out that there's something in the prenup that keeps her from leaving him. She will lose everything if she leaves him. And by everything, I mean the littles that she's got going on. And so she has to stay with this guy until she finds a way out of this marriage. He is very cold and she is just devastated and she makes him pay for it. And oh my God, I don't even know what else to say. Like, what else would you say, man? Like, it's just so good. Couldn't put it down. I love the coldness. Like 75% of this book was them just like just hate to love. Just oh, so good. And forced to be there. You know?
I kind of felt like I got a little Luca vibes.
Definitely. But Luca had remorse.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, yeah, it was definitely different, but I kind of got those vibes.
Yes, I did too. And when we say that we're looking for a book with cheating, this is what I mean. This is what I'm looking for. I don't want it solved quickly. I don't want him to come to the realization that he shouldn't have done it quickly. Like, I want the hurt, and this brought the hurt and the angst, and it was just done so, so well.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they're forced to be together. She can't leave unless she wants to leave her kids behind. So, like, That's the thing. Like, I don't want them to be separated. I want them to have to fight for this. So, it was just so good. So, okay. What's your number one?
I loved that book.
It was so good. Mm-hmm.
I almost wonder if I would have read it earlier in the month if I would have changed my mind on where it was placed. But
I mean,
anyways,
I just read it on
I
Sunday,
can't.
so.
My
No.
number one though is definitely my number one, and I feel like my number two is definitely my number two. So
Okay.
I will stick with it. So, what is my number one?
It's a nice Planet Barbarian. No? I don't remember. You read 60 some books this month.
I'm gonna get a shirt that says "Talk to Me, Jessica."
Cool. Okay.
I can't believe that you don't know. You always can guess these books.
Yeah, I know, but you read like what, 64 books? I'm out.
As soon as I show it to you, you're gonna know.
Oh, it's an Elizabeth O'Rourke book. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That was what I was thinking the whole time, and I was like, did she read one this month, or am I just guessing? Because that's always the answer. Okay.
No, I don't know. Like her next book isn't coming. It's in June, but I think it's traditionally published, which is so exciting for her. She deserves that so much. I think though that means that that's the next book. I don't know that there's one between now and then, which is sad. I just told myself though it comes out at the end of the school year, so won't summer be even more delightful?
Exactly. So, okay, tell us about this one.
Okay, so this is my favorite fake romance by Elizabeth O'Rourke. And as everyone knows, I love fake dating. This one is just done, though, like in such a great way. Like, I love Elizabeth's books because when I read them, I don't feel like I'm reading, like, oh, yep, fake romance. So they did. Like check. Like I read her books and then I have to be like, oh, that's right, that was a fake romance trope, or oh yeah, it was enemies to lovers. Like it doesn't feel like how some books sometimes just feel like, oh, it's this book, so these things have to happen. Anyway, so we have Easton. Easton believes that she is about to get proposed to by her longtime boyfriend. They have a very structured routine life, like very structured, and things are calendared in, if you get my drift. And so she believes that she's going to dinner to get the proposal. She's seen the ring, everything. So isn't she shocked when he actually ends up dumping her? So she ends up flying back home for her to see her best friend, and her best friend is getting married in a couple of weeks, so she just flies home early for the wedding to help her best friend. She has a very complicated relationship with her family, so she's kind of trying to avoid them, helps her best friend with the wedding stuff. In the meantime, Elijah, who is her best friend's brother, is going to be driving down to Florida to pick up their grandma and then drive their grandma to New Orleans where the wedding is going to be. Because she is a doctor, she gets roped into going with him to help him drive their elderly grandma back. She does this fairly reluctantly, but decides to go for it. Grandma has a friend, Betty, who ends up coming on this road trip with them. And Betty gets very excited about manipulating social media to make it look like Easton and Elijah are together to get Easton's ex to come begging back for her. The kicker in all of this, though, is that Easton and Elijah have history because something happened between the two of them, and Elijah deeply broke Easton. So, loved it, obviously, so incredibly much. I mean, all of my 5 stars on this list were just top notch, and I highly recommend them.
Highly. Yes. All right, guys. Well, there you go. That's a wrap on December.
I am so proud of you. You didn't butcher the month once. Usually you get very confused.
Now you jinxed us, and when we're together tomorrow filming our 2026 videos, I'm going to screw up the year in all of them. So thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, hopefully I won't. We'll see. You're going to take me to a bookstore tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're going to go to a bookstore.
Yeah. Yay! And Barnes & Noble, which is always a dud for me, but still.
We don't have to go there.
No, it's a bookstore too. We can go to that one.
Okay.
Ooh. Yes. All right.
All
Okay,
right.
let's
Well, I
wrap
have
this up so
stuff
we
to
can
do
plan. I know I've got a bag full of
and
books.
a new book to read, apparently.
Yes. Yeah. And you got a party to go to tonight.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm not a partier. It's
I
like
gotta
a
go.
family-friendly get-together.
I gotta go make a fancy dinner tonight too.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you've not done that. We would love to have you around for the new year. And check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And I was looking at our schedule and all the Wednesdays in January for new videos from us.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. We'll see you in the next video.
Quick, what year is it?
2026.
Good job.